What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, back with the banger of the day, guys. And today I present to you, guys and girls out there, the Sauer M18X. We are clear. Today, guys, we have our hands on the Sauer M18X. The X is for the grip. I've been a big fan of the P320 for quite some time. I own a Legion X carry. I've done it. It was one of the first guns that I kind of brought to this channel that kind of popped things off for me, I would say. And, you know, I actually have some other P320s I'll be showing you guys on the channel very, very soon. But I wanted to get my hands on, you know, kind of what's popped it off for the P320, the M18, the gun that's now being utilized by the Army, the M18 and the M17, and the 17 being the full size, the 18 being the more compact. And I saw that SIG had recently dropped these M18 and M17Xs that feature the X grip. The X, correct me if I'm wrong here, but the reason why I'm bringing the X is for the X carry grip. The same grip that is utilized on my Legion. My Legion has this same exact grip. However, there is some slight differences that we will, you know, talk about. One major difference, if anything, I think the only difference actually, is the fact that the X carry grip on the Legion has tungsten weights in them. These don't have the weights in it whatsoever. So you have a more lighter gun overall, and, you know, it's a plastic grip. But I love the way the grip feels. I love the magwell that comes with it. Overall, a very, very solid gun. This gun, compared to my P320X carrier, they're pretty much the same exact thing. This, you know, take out the weight of the grip as well as the threaded barrel that comes with the P320X carrier Legion. So those are some of the, you know, for the most part, biggest difference. These come shipped with a 20-round magazine, and I believe it comes with 2 additionals as well. So this is what you're gonna get in the package. You get 2 additional spare mags. Got your handbook and this and that, and yeah, that's that. Now, the big selling point, one of the big selling points, well, of course, with this M18X, of course, is the X carry grip, but also is the Romeo 17 red dot. This is the red dot that was made for this particular, you know, gun, for this particular slide. I mean, it fits. It is a part of the gun, it's attached to the gun, and I gotta say, it is fabulous. One of the biggest gripes that I had with my P320 is putting an optic on it, you lose your back rear sight. It's just a block right there, like a flat, this block, right? And, you know, some people say you don't need irons because you have a red dot, and the red dot, you know, the way the technology is nowadays, you should never run into an issue where you're gonna run out of power, right? Like, I get it, I understand, but I mean, I still want mine at the end of the day. If I can have my backup sights, that's just a plus for me that if I have that option, I'm gonna still take it. That's just my opinion at the end of the day. Well, with the Romeo 17, you do have that. It comes with the backup sight that is in line with the front sight. Now, I actually have I had actually a Delta Point Pro on my X carry that had a little backup sight on as well, but it was hard to get it adjusted because the front sight on it was a suppressor height where it was like a lot of like it was offset a little bit. This one in particular lines up perfectly with the M18 as well as the M17, and this thing is built like a tank. This is not a cheap optic whatsoever, but they do also offer, I believe, was it the Romeo X. The Romeo X, I would say, is close to this. It's like a more affordable option, but this thing right here, this thing is built like a tank. And to be honest, the joke that you can go ahead and say is that the optic costs more than the gun when it comes to this, but at the same time, I gotta give it up that this is a very nice package overall when adding all the pieces together and then adding up the total if you would have bought it separately and then seeing what it comes out to be as a total package. So just looking on the internet right now, like if you wanted to get a regular just P320 M18, you're looking around $600 to $700 depending on when you go, right? And the OPTIC is currently on the market for around $800. So you can total all that up in your head and, you know, look at how much that is compared to what it is coming as a complete package and see if it's worth something in your mind, if it's worth it at the end of the day. I will say though that the OPTIC is insane, okay? Phenomenal. It just meshes extremely well with the gun. Now, I shot, like I stated before, my X carry, and I love it. It's been my bedside gun for a long time. Shooting this one, I don't know. I want to take this one and the X carry out, and I might even do a follow-up comparison of the two, because just shooting this, and I've been shooting a little bit different lately. Been kind of trying to raise up my my grip on the gun, and with this, you know, I'm up here now. That's what I've been trying to get up higher than I used to shoot, like this, like flat and low. Now I'm getting up a little bit higher on the gun and getting like a better grip overall. So you might see me, but I'm able to maintain the recoil. That alongside with this OPTIC, and then the irons all just meshed up together. The gun shot phenomenal for the most part. You know, I like the M18, P320, whichever you want to call it. And you know, I'm a little bit of a SIG fanboy at the end of the day. You know, it is what it is. I mean, I love the products that they put out. And I am someone that has been collecting, I would say, guns that are kind of like within the military being utilized or once used. Like, I just like that kind of ordeal. If you guys know me, I'm a big sneaker guy, right? I like to buy Jordans that Michael Jordan wore in actual games. I like that. And I guess with the guns, I like to get guns that are actually utilized and have some sort of history behind them being utilized in military. It's just kind of like a collection type of ordeal for me. So some people might not want to get the OPTIC. You have that option at the end of the day. Some people might want the OPTIC. Well, now you can get the OPTIC along with the gun in a one-stop shop package at the end of the day. And you got the 320 round magazines. The gun shoots phenomenal. I'm pretty sure everybody out there knows how the M18 is, the P320. There's definitely this meme jokes and all that, but I personally have not had an issue with the SIG M18 from the amount of time I've been shooting it and owning it for over a year now. As far as like the trigger goes and all that, it's the same exact, you know, trigger that's been utilized on my X carry. You got that kind of almost 45-degree angled when you push it down, a little bit of mush, and then reset. I will say that, and maybe it's just the breaking in or the tolerances, but I would definitely say that this gun felt a little bit more tight, you know, than compared to my P320. Like the slide release, like that, I'm pressing down on it. It just felt a little bit more tighter on the tolerances. And I don't know if that's just this gun in general or breaking it through or what, like, you know, I don't know. It just felt a little bit more tighter, but it shot still the same. I have no issue with this, man. Came zeroed perfect, didn't have to do no adjustments. The dot itself is on, stays on, and I'm gonna do a follow-up review on this dot alone, so stay tuned for that. This is the M18X. There is a M17X, which is a full size. This is the carry size, and I definitely like this one. I ain't gonna lie. I have no issue with it either, because like I'm used to this being extremely heavy with the tungsten weight. I like how this feels without it. I don't know, I like it. Still feels good and solid, you know? It feels solid at the end of the day. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a SIG fanboy. It is what it is. I'm okay with that. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one, all right? I'm out. Peace.